In the town where the sun forgot to rise, crooked crosses cast shadows under blood-red skies. Dust rose like ghosts along the withered streets, while an old church bell tolled missing beats. Dance, dance the outlaw heart waltz under stars that witness without fault. Spin your partner of skeletal remains to the tune of the whistle from a distant train. Whiskey bottles lay empty, telling tales of despair, echoes of footsteps. She's no longer there. From a love turned sour to a life undone, in the silence of a bullet from a forsaken gun. Dance, dance the outlaw heart waltz through the ghost towns and the desert holes. Grip the devil as you sway and spin past burning churches and forgotten sin. He stood by the tracks, feeling the earth shake, a storm of revenge about his soul at stake. The train cried a warning like an old friend's voice. Time to face the past, too late for a choice. Dance, dance the outlaw heart waltz with shadows cast by the setting sun's doors. Turn with the wind in a curse to land's embrace. Accept the end in this forsaken place. Each chord strummed a whisper on the wind, each step taken a memory of sin. Dance, dance the outlaw heart waltz till the desert claims you and your faults.
Out where the whistle cuts the stillness of the night, under the moon's cold watchful eye, lies a town with no name, shadows holding tight. Every star a secret, every breeze a sigh. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of spectral hands, echoes of laughter, ghosts at play. Dust storms swirl where the old church no longer stands, this cursed land where daylight dares not stay. Buried deep in the desert wind, where hearts are lost and sins are skinned, whispers roam on a vengeful gust in the silent desert. Trust is just dust. Love wrapped in a riddle, a fleeting song, left me with a kiss laced with deceit. Promised forever, but by dawn she was gone. Footprints leading nowhere, a story incomplete. By the tracks they left with a plan so crude, her new love
whisper in the desert wind. Fate sealed by a love that's sinned. This outlaw heart forever bound to a cursed silence in a ghost town. So here I lay under starless skies, buried by the desert where my old love lies. Forgotten like the graves we never blessed. In the dust we find our final rest.
In the shadow of the valley, where the dead men lie still, the sun bleeds crimson over Boot Hill. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried deep. Ghost town echoes the forsaken weep. A lone whistle splits the silence, a train bound for nowhere, past the hanging tree, swinging in the air. Underneath the hanging tree, that's where he'll find his fate. Ghosts of the past, whispering of hate. Twisted rope and a crooked decree. Lost souls linger where no one's free. In the dusty winds, his sins they'll retreat by the old hanging tree, where the condemned never leave. He wore a badge once, sworn to protect, but a heart turned dark from love's neglect. Burning church on a hill, prayers gone with the smoke. Promises shouting on his vow he did choke. A lover's betrayal under a blood moon's glare. Her whisper in the dark, a cold and desolate affair. Underneath the hanging tree, justice finds its own. A reckoning from seeds of sin that were sown. Merciless sky and a storm's mournful plea. Echoes of a cursed and a soul never free. In the howling night, the truth you will perceive. At the base of the hanging tree, only death can relieve. On forsaken ground he stands, gun heavy in hand, faced by the shadows of this cursed land. Their eyes bore through him, each a mirror of his own ghost. In the silence he's the host to the damned's toast. A reckoning's breath upon his neck, revenge a bitter seed. It's here at the hanging tree, his fate is decreed. Underneath the hanging tree a twisted silhouette swings, a tale of a man who gambled with kings. In the silent desert the story is told of a life taken early and a heart grown cold. By the old hanging tree he embraced his final breath, swallowed by a shadow in the dance of death. In the shadows of the old ghost town, under a blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay buried, secrets that the dirt won't hide. Wind moans through the chapel's broken spine, an unholy serenade. Echoes of a train whistle, like ghosts of the love we betrayed. Beneath the lost love
lesson was learned. Once held you in the moonlight, and now shadows twist where you stood. Beneath the oak and forgotten grave, it's understood. You whispered of salvation with a dagger behind your smile. Left me with nothing but the vengeance simmering wild. Beneath a lost love lies a heart turned to stone. Underneath a silent desert where I roam alone, cursed by the ashes of the dreams we once knew. In this forsaken land, only despair grew. My fury, your locket in the ashes, the judge and the jury. Smoke rises to the heavens like the prayers of the damned. My heart bleeds not for mercy, but the justice my hands demand. Beneath the lost love, a revenant I've become, a specter in the wasteland, under the scorching sun. With revenge as my compass, this gun by my side, I'll find peace in the shadows where the restless spirits bide. In the shadow of the valley, where the cold wind moans, dust dances with the whispers of them old forsaken bones. The ghost town sleeps under a moonlit sky, while a lone bottle clinks in the silence. Here am I. Midnight in the lost love, where hearts come to bleed. Underneath the willow's well, where the dark secrets feed. The train whistles a lonesome cry, cuts through the cursed night. Midnight in the lost love, where nothing turns out right. Once a church stood proudly neath the hill so steep. Now it's just charred embers and promises we couldn't keep. Her laughter echoes through the chapel's burned out shell, a tale of a love turned sour, a heavenly dive to hell. Midnight in the lost love, where shadows trace my fears, where whiskey drowns the memories that burn behind my tears. The silence speaks in volumes of the tales that no one writes. Midnight in the lost love, a ghost in the fading lights. At the I've come to face my fate. The past grips like a noose, but now the hour's getting late. No more will her betrayal, the depths of my mind ignite. At midnight in the lost love, I'm the shadow in the night. Forever bound to roam 'neath this curse I cannot fight. Through the dusty boots of a ghost town decay. Riding through the dusty boots where my heart once lay. Faded tracks, whiskey on my breath, spirit sway. Desert moon cast shadows on the graves that betray. Loved a maiden hair like the night eyes a rebel's fire. Left me for gold, for a thief stoked my rage higher. A train whistle moans through the cold like a choir. In a burning heart revenge outburns any pyre. Oh, I ride seeking shadows of a love that's lost through dust storms where my dreams were double-crossed. My guns, my solace, my horse, my steadfast pride. Among forgotten graves are secrets we confide. In a dead town's church I found them love unkind. Gunshot hymns ring redemption in each round I sign. A specter of her kiss, betrayal's cruel reminder. Left them lying part of the dust now behind her. So I ride through the dusty boots alone, ghost past ruins of my sins to haunted coasts. My guns now silent, my heart's the heavy guide. Through cursed lands in the dust I now abide. In the quiet dead of night, beneath a ghostly pale moonlight,
A whistle cuts the silence like a new strong tide and ride. Dusty boots step on board, his shadow long and lean, on the midnight train of nowhere, through lands cursed and unseen. No mercy in the midnight train, it rolls through barren lands, haunted by the whispers of men with blood-stained hands. Whiskey bottle at his feet, his heart is cold as the desert air. No mercy in the midnight train, just the weight of despair. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town now burned and lost. Betrayal's price was heavy, a line forever crossed. In a churchyard left forgotten, where the wild violets dare to grow, lies the secret of his sorrow, only the midnight winds now know. No mercy in the midnight train, it screams like the haunted past. Each mile a reminder that nothing good shall last. Dust storm in his soul, a ghost town in his mind. No mercy in the midnight train, no peace will he ever find. Of the cabin light, he faces who he's become, a man shaped by vengeance under the indifferent stars above. The train rattles onward as he clutches the locket's chain, last memento of a love that drowned in the pouring rain. No mercy in the midnight train, a tale of a heart turned to stone, on tracks that lead to nowhere, forever damned to roam. With every clack and clatter, echoes of his fate unwind. No mercy in the midnight train, just the ghosts he's left behind. This song tells a story of loss and the relentless pursuit of a haunted past, driven by the rhythm of a train that offers no redemption, moving through landscapes as desolate as a man's own heart. In the shadow of the old church bell, where the whispers tell of heaven and hell, a dusty bottle lies by forgotten well, in this ghost town where silence fell. Through the chapel's charred and blackened frame, echoes of past it can't reclaim. There's no mercy in the silent grave, no whisper secrets to save, just the sound of the wind through a sinner's bones, and the haunting call of the train's old moans. Under the desert sky wide and brave, no mercy in the silent grave. She wore white in the blazing heat, betrothed to a man she'd never meet. A lone rider shadows at his feet, promised love but brought deceit. Her heart was a prize he couldn't own,
left her with nothing but the dust and stone. There's no mercy in the silent grave, no shelter from the storm he gave, just a dusty memory of a bridal veil and the bitter sting of the love that failed. Under the pale moon's watchful gaze, no mercy in the silent grave. Out to a starless sky, across the plains where the lost souls lie, the gunslinger's path, the tale of woe, in the cursed lands where no life grows. He rides seeking redemption's wave, but finds just shadows in the silent grave. There's no mercy in the silent grave. Every man meets the fate he pays, just the echo of what used to be in the whispering sands of eternity, with nothing left but to be brave. No mercy in the silent grave. No mercy in the silent grave.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the sun forgot to rise, lies a town too scared to whisper, under cursed and stormy skies. Dust devils dance with secrets in the streets where we once tread, past the church with scorched black windows and the whispers of the dead. Hear the winds in the cursed land, calling soft by night, revenge on chilling breezes beneath the pale moonlight. Each broken soul's a story of love that's turned to sand, all trapped beneath the silence in the whispers of this land. Whiskey bottles lay forgotten in the bar where ghosts reside. Train whistles moan in distances where my old love used to hide. That night the wind was screaming as the fire took its claim, left nothing but her locket and our love a whispered name. Hear the weirs in the cursed land, cries that pierce the dark, burning tales of old betrayals and hearts forever marked. Each step stirs the ash of memories and dreams that couldn't stand, all buried in the quiet and the whispers of this land. At the crossroads under starlight, where the silent saguaros stand, face the echo of my fury, the ghost of who I am. In the dust I saw her face and all the
holds every secret, like a curse upon the sand. Now the whispers in the cursed land, they sing a lonesome tune of love lost to the shadows and hearts out of tune. I walk these haunted valleys where our dreams were planned, fading in the echoes of the whispers of this land.
Under the blood-red sky of a silent desert town, whiskey bottles lay like ghosts upon the ground. A dust storm whispers secrets of a man once free. Train whistle moans through the cursed tumbleweed. In the shadow of the church, where the flames licked the stones, lived a tale of a heart turned from flesh into bones. A lover's vow broken under the weight of deceit. Forgotten graves echo cries of the incomplete.
The point of no return, with each setting sun, buried in the revenge. What's done is never undone. Face to face with my ghost in the ruins of the night, head tilted low, eyes glaring with twilight, words unspoken in the showdown. Beats like a drum, bullet finds its home as the falling has begun. Buried in the revenge, acceptance in the dirt, silent deserts hold the tales of the hurt, riding through the echoes of the choices that I've spun. Under the blood-red sky, where my tale retold, lies a gunslinger's heart, forever dark and cold. The shadows meld with the dirt in a ghost town, with the stories untold. The sun bleeds red over cursed lands, whiskey bottles lay with the secrets they hold. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand, train whistles moan through the silent expanse. Forgotten graves underfoot, whispering sins as the twilight flickers in a deadly romance. Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past. Faded voices of the damned, seeking peace at last. Each ember tells a tale of a love that's turned to rust. Whispers in the ashes, rising with the dust. She was an angel, or so I believed. Her laughter once echoed a melody sweet, but betrayals of venom that festers and sees found her true colors in the lies she'd weave. A lover's pact written under a blood moon's light turned to a double cross by the dawn's early rise. Now every burned out building and every forsaken night holds the echo of her deceit and goodbye. Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past. Faded voices of the damned, seeking peace at last. Each ember tells a tale of a love that's turned to rust. Whispers in the ashes, rising with the dawn. In the heart of the desert I face my ghost, the mirage of her memory, the specter I love. I poured the whiskey on the ground where we kissed, set fire to the past, let the flames reminisce. Now whispers in the ashes, lay your spirits to rest. No more haunting, no more sorrow in this silent desert's breast. Let the wind carry away all that once was us. Whispers in the ashes, settle into dust.
In the shade of a ghost town under the cursed moon's eye, I walk past whiskey bottles lined like forgotten men. Dust whispers tales in the silence of the dry, where the church once burning holds secrets it won't defend. Gone with the high sky, where the lost souls fly, carving names in the bones of this land. Echoes of a train whistle bleeding through the night. In the heart of the desert I make my final stand. Her love was a mirage, a fleeting shadow on the sand. Promises as empty as the graves hidden from sight. Betrayed by a kiss, led astray by a treacherous hand. Now every star above us bears witness to my plight. Gone with the hollow sky, where the cold winds lie. Memories haunt the edges of my mind. That same old train whistle, a ghost calling me face with my reflection in a broken saloon glass. The echo of my heartbeat sinks with boots on wooden floors. The past is a shadow, future's a past. Tonight I'll settle scores as the hollow sky implores. With the hollow sky, this is where I'll lie, beneath the land that's soaked with my sins. No more train whistles, no more reasons why. As the desert claims me, my new life begins. Out where the shadows stretch long and lean, under a sky bare as old bones stripped clean, the ghost town whistles its eerie lore, echoes of steps that tread no more. Whiskey bottles lie in the sand, spilled secrets of a forsaken land. Whispers in the hollow sky, calling me by name. Cursed winds, they testify to a land that's lost to flame. Every dusk a muted cry from lips that speak in vain. Whispers in the hollow sky sing a lonesome haunted refrain. In the dust a church once proud now flames, a testament to play in wicked games. Her love was a dagger hidden in a smile so sweet, left me a wanted man wandering in defeat. By a crumbling well I recall her face, forgotten graves moan her embrace. Whispers in the hollow sky, haunting me again. Silent deserts keep the light of what we might have been. Every star a broken sigh, a tale of might have been. Whispers in the hollow sky, echo sins washed thin. There by the tracks where the old train cries, I faced the devil in her angel's guise. The truth struck sharp like the desert's cold, revenge a story in my blood retold. A bullet's echo, a soft goodbye, silence fell neath the hollow sky. Whispers in the hollow sky, no more they speak my name. Desert's breath, the final sigh, ends this wretched game. Dawn breaks on my alibi as shadows claim their fame. Whispers now forever lie in the hollow sky. I stake my claim. Each line aims to evoke the haunting, eerie atmosphere of a life marked by betrayal and the pursuit of vengeance. Grounded in a landscape barren and spectral, swirling with the ghosts of the past.
whisper down the valley, through the ghost town's empty streets, past the church where shadows linger, where my heart skipped its beats. That old whistle cries at midnight, trains they moan like wounded things. Dust storms cover tracks of those who chase what vengeance brings. Dance with the devil on roads where the lost souls drift and sway, underneath the moonlit sorrow, spinning tales of yesterday. Empty bottles bear our secrets in this cursed silent desert land. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, the past clutched in my trembling hand. She was sunlight through the chapel, now it's burnt the ash like snow. Her promises lay forgotten in the cold graves far below. Betrayal's breeze blew through the willows, carried dreams so far from here. Her laughter now a ghostly echo I chase with bitter frontier beer. Dance with the devil on paths where dead man's boots have trod, each step a story of lost love cast by fate oh so odd. Whiskey whispers of redemption in the winds that mourn the damned. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, heartache's gun in my hand. In the eye of the desert storm, her face in the swirling sand appears. Confrontation with my ghosts in the echoes of old fears. The noose of truth tightens slowly around the neck of my despair. She's gone, but in this wasteland, seems I'll always find her there. So I'll dance with the devil till my weary soul finds its rest in the heart of empty bottles or the depth of the West. Forgiveness or a bullet, let the desert gods decide. I'm waltzing down this lonely road with shadows by my side.
Out where the moon casts shadows long and wide beneath the ghost town's whisper, secrets hide. Dust dry whispers from a cracked whiskey flask, echoes of the past in the cool night asked. Midnight in the last ride, wheels on rusted tracks, haunted by the love and life we can't get back. Smoky air twists where our vows once burned bright, lost in the silent desert's endless night. This cursed land holds the tales of a fallen grace. Footsteps muffle in the church, a forsaken place. Her laughter lingers where the dead crows flew. A silver locket, a betrayal hidden in the dew. Midnight in the last ride, echoes of a train's cry. Every whistle a reminder of the lie. Darkness holds the heartache that won't ride, carrying the sins covered by the night. In the shadow of the steeple I face my ghost. The love, the pain on this barren coast. My revolver's cold in the grip of my hand. Tonight in this desolation I make my final stand. Midnight in the last ride, under a cursed sky. Forgiveness is the bullet I chose not to buy. Leave the dust to settle where the memories fight. This is my last confession at the edge of the night.
Under moonlit skies, the cursed land lies. Whiskey bottles lay by the graves unmarked, as the church down the lane burns cold and dark. Smoke rises high, blends with the cries. Trains whistle past, oh how the dead don't die. This cursed land holds me with its thorny embrace. Lost souls wander, each with an unremembered face. Once knew love's soft touch in these desolate sands. Her laughter now dust whisked away by cursed hands. Betrayed by a brother with greed in his eyes. He left me for dead under black stormy skies. Smoke swirls like spirits in the twilight's red glow. Echoes of laughter from the life I used to know. This cursed land whispers with a vengeful voice. Reclaim what was stolen, seems I got no choice.
leaves the strong feeling weak. Now the smoke settles on this cursed plot. I've taken my revenge, gave it my last shot. This land keeps its secrets like a silent vow. In the cursed land and smoke, I'll make my final bow.
In a ghost town's heart, under a blood-red moon, whispering winds hum an old dead tune. Footprints lay hidden neath layers of soot, echoes of laughter, my dusty boots. Past the old saloon where the whiskey's gone dry, shadows dance where the lost souls lie. Dancing with dusty boots, on cursed land I stand, spinning with spirits, a bottle in my hand. The stars watch in silence as old debts demand. Oh, I'm dancing with dusty boots in the devil's sand. By the burnt church's bell, she swore her love true. Beneath wooden crosses, our wild dreams grew. But betrayal came whispered on a hot desert breeze, as she vanished like rain in the silent seas. Left a heart full of bullets and a grave unmarked. In the dust storm scream, I lost my spark. Dancing with dusty boots, with a ghost as my guide, twirling through ruins, vengeance by my side. The moon's pale judgment in this place where hope died. Yes, I'm dancing with dusty boots where my old love lies. Train whistle moans through the cracked canyon wall. My reckoning's written in the dust storm squall. With every step forward, the past pulls me back. In this ghost dance, my soul's painted black. So I'm dancing with dusty boots, revenge at my heel, across this damn valley to make the past kneel. Buried my heart where the cold church bell peals, forever dancing with dusty boots. That's my deal. Each verse and chorus in this haunted desert ballad stirred with the grit and ghost of a land that takes more than it gives. A tale of a man entwined with his fate in the timeless dance of vengeance and lost love among the whispering sands.
a town where the shadows talk and the streets they mourn in dust. A whiskey bottle lies uncorked beside a badge now caked with rust. Old train whistles cut the silence on the bones of wooden frames. A burning church's last defiance as I recall those cursed names. Blood on the ghost town under a crimson sky. Lost souls are whispering as the vultures fly. This land remembers, oh, it never lies. Blood on the ghost town where my heartache lies. Carries tales of you, of a love that once burned so true, turned to betrayal under harvest moons. Your laughter now a ghostly tune. I found you cold in the desert's embrace, forgotten grave and no stone nor trace, only the echoes of your grace, driven to madness in this God-forsaken place. Blood on the ghost town under a weeping sky. Silent deserts hold the secrets of your life. This earth keeps score of the tears I cry. Blood on the ghost town where my old love died. I stood where the night was split. Your shadow in the moonlight showed a fleeting ghost I'll never forget. Revenge, a bitter path I tread, but justice finds its own in the end with each step. Towards you I'm led in the town that sin couldn't mend. Blood on the ghost town under a starless sky. Each step in the sand, a part of me dies. But I'll lay you down where the old crow flies. Blood on the ghost town and a gunslinger's goodbye. Down in the valley where the dead trees grow, whiskey bottles lie with secrets no one knows. A train whistle moans through the cursed night air in a ghost town's grasp. Despair's all that's there. The shadows whisper tales, dusty and worn, of a man with vengeance sworn. Echoes from the shadows calling out his name. Lost love and betrayal fueled in the flame. A heart once full of daylight, now dark as cold. Echoes from the shadows haunting his soul. By the light of a burning church, he swore his oath. Underneath the starless sky, wrapped in his leather coat, the cold wind carries screams from forgotten graves.
Promises etched in the night as firm as they were brave. He walked through silent deserts, a silhouette so grim, chasing the ghosts of a past that wouldn't let go of him. Echoes from the shadows crying in the night, a tale of grudge and sorrow under the fading light. Every step he takes closer to his goal, echoes from the shadows still haunting his soul. Silence of that forsaken place, he finds her locket time couldn't erase, a face, a smile worn by the years. In the silver reflection he sees his own tears. Echoes from the shadows, now a whispered plea, forgiveness from the fallen, let the spirits be free. His revenge was his burden, the path he chose to stroll. Echoes from the shadows finally free his soul. Out on the edge of a ghost town fade, under the shadow of a church's charred remains, whiskey breath and the cold moon's gleam, dust devils dance where the devils dream. Boots stir the dust of forgotten graves. Tonight I'm meeting a man who never saves. Dancing with a gunslinger, eyes like wildfire scorn, spinning through curses where such souls are born. Last train's whistle is a lonesome cry for those who dance with men who'd rather die. He came with a storm from badland winds, a heart made of leather and steeped in sins. Once loved a girl with the sun in her locks, left her heart in the desert, bound in a box. Revenge a whisper on his parched lips, a dance of bullets as his heartbeat skips. Dancing with a gunslinger under the blood-red moon, moving shadows whisper we'll meet our doom soon. Echoes of laughter and a cold empty flask, beneath each step the past, harsh man. Face to face with the ghost in the fray, his eyes hold stories he'll never say. I've come for you, my voice a raspy song. He smiled like he's been waiting all along. Dancing with a gunslinger, fate's cruel hand were dealt in the silent desert where our true hearts have knelt. With each gunshot our sins confess, in the dust we settle, nothing more, nothing less. So let